We found the best performing case at Computex 2025. Let's go check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I am not over exaggerating here. This has to be the best case at Computex 2025. What I mean by that is they are claiming that this is the best performing case on the market. This case is the BF 360. It comes in black and it comes in white. And there's lots of customization available with this case. Let me show you how. Now this top panel can come off. It reminds me of the original HS420. And they've actually designed this panel in a way where it's still got really good structure to it. However, we have these large venting holes here, and they tested this in simulation and they found that this provides the best cooling possible. Now, a very unique design that a lot of people may actually be against, but they've actually found that it really helps the cooling. This case has two 180mm fans up the top. They have one intake and one exhaust. The reason why they have it set up this way is they found that having the fan intake straight into the CPU cooler actually improves the CPU's temperature by a few degrees. Now, you may be thinking, Corey, how am I meant to fit my water cooling? How do I fit my radiator? Well, not to worry, because they also include a top panel that comes with the case for your 140 and your 120mm fans. So you can fit a 360mm radiator up the top here if you do want to do some water cooling. This front panel right here is made of plastic, but it has this really nice design over the top there. Same with the black version, but it's a bit of a darker color. And we have two 180mm fans on here. Again, you can swap this panel out if you want to include 120 or 240 fans, but they're finding that this version provides even more cooling for the GPU and the CPU. They have this ramp design down here, and without any fans installed, they're actually saying that they notice a 0.5 degree temperature increase just from passive cooling from the GPU alone, and a 1 degree increase on the CPU. Now, by installing the fans, it channels the airflow up into the GPU and the CPU, a 0.7 degree decrease in the GPU temperature and a 2 degree decrease on the CPU temperature. They tested all of this having a power supply shroud that was completely flat, and then having this ramping design which actually guides the air straight up into the GPU and the CPU cooler. The case itself comes with two pre-installed 180mm fans at the front, and it also comes pre-installed with a 140mm fan at the rear there. It doesn't come with these two 180mm fans. Those will need to be purchased separately. Now, taking on from the HS420, we still have similar types of cable grommets and clips in here which keep everything in place and nice and tight. And we also have the cable routing sections all the way around the motherboard, which you can put your twist ties on and keep everything nice and neat at the rear. There's plenty of cable space, and we also have the built-in fan header up the top here. And so now you can see why, with all of these unique features that this case has to offer, why they claim it to be #1 on the market through their testing. But we'll have to get our hands on this, but I'm curious, what do you guys think about this case? And is it something that you guys would want to get your hands on and do a build-in? I quite love this because it reminds me of the HS420, and honestly, that's one of my favorite cases of all time. This is Havn's H-series of fans. They've come out with a 180mm version, we have a 140mm version, and a 120mm version, both in black and white. They call this a harmonized flow design. There's a lot of pressure put on the center hub, and so they've come up with this design which helps redirect the airflow into the blades, and then they've put this shark tooth design in the blades as well, which increases static pressure. And so these are really good radiator fans that provide really good airflow for your system. And by creating it this way, it actually increases static pressure by 8%, and it also reduces noise. The material they've used as well actually strengthens the frame. It is more robust. I can't actually flex this, whereas most fans on the market, you can actually have some flex to it. And that means that this is properly balanced, and that further increases the airflow. The 180mm version is actually 40mm thick, and they were actually going to make it 52mm thick to begin with, but they found that it collides with GPUs, well, the larger GPUs on the market if you use it with their case. So 40mm was the perfect amount. You can still have the largest GPUs on the market in the case. Then the 120 and 140mm versions are 30mm thick. The 180mm fan actually has an RPM of 1,300. Then we go down to the 140mm fan that has an RPM of 1,600. And then the 120mm version has an RPM of 2,100. So these fans here have a unique cable routing design here. You can see they've got a gap through here which allows the cable to route down and through to the next fan. It's a daisy chain design, and it helps hide the cables when they're actually installed in the system. So if you have it like this, there's really nothing being viewed, but if you have it like this, it's nice and neat and held up against the fan blade, so it's not sticking out everywhere. They're looking at a September release, however, they can't give us pricing yet because it's not finalized. This is the APNX V2, and they're claiming that this is one of the best performing fish tank cases with 3 tempered glass sides on the market. We have a nice seamless design with a 45-degree bezel on the glass, and the way that they're able to achieve this is they've got the motherboard tray pulled forward, and you can actually install a 240 and a 360mm radiator at the same time. So you can have the 360 going down beside the motherboard tray and the 240 up here, or you can switch it around and have the 360 come across and the 240 down below. Now down the bottom here as well, we also have 3 pre-installed fans, and this mesh panel right here can actually be completely removed, so we can actually have access to install a 360mm radiator. Now they are saying that this also has compatibility with 160mm fans. You can install 2 of those. However, they're in the talks about making a set of 160mm fans, so I'm sure we'll see those come to the market shortly. Now coming with the case are the 3 140mm fans at the rear and the 140 up the top here. So you're actually getting pretty good value for what this case is worth. Now the rear of the case here offers a 10-port RGB and fan hub that comes standard with the case, and as you can see here, the radiators, we've got the 240, the 360 here. The power supply can actually be moved up into this position. You can put the hard drive cages down below. Personally for me, I like to remove hard drive cages, so it's going to create way more cable management space in there, but the customization is there for the user. They've implemented these panels right here around, and they can actually be removed so that you can access cables a bit easier around there. These are in there just to hide those cables that are coming through the motherboard tray, just so users don't have to view that mess at all, and it's all completely hidden. We also have BTF motherboard support, but instead of holes just being in the motherboard tray, if you want to use a normal motherboard, they've actually got these cutouts right here, and you can remove them if you do have that back connect motherboard. And also built into this motherboard tray, we also have a GPU support bracket. Now the V2 is releasing at $139 for the black and $149 for the white. And this is the V2F. Everything we know and love about the original V2 that we just covered. However, we now have a mesh panel design up the top for extra airflow, and you can fit a 360mm radiator up the top on top of all of the other specs we just mentioned. Now the V2F in white is going to retail for $139 and the black version for $129 US. Now this is the V2 mod by AK Mod. We've got a sick custom water cooling loop inside. It looks really good, especially with the yellow lighting here, but it really highlights how a lot of that water cooling features can be implemented into this build. He's got the 360 rad beside the motherboard tray and the 240 just above and behind it. Clean cable management with all of those cable hiding trays around there, and the GPU is actually using the GPU vertical bracket as well. It's just to help demonstrate this case in full function. Then of course we got all of this funky work around the outside. I think he's done an absolutely killer job. And that's a wrap at the Havn booth. I have to say my absolute favorite product here at Computex even has to be the BF 360 case. In particular, I love the white one. The best performance on the market. We'll have to put that to the test, guys. Let me know if you want to see a build in one of these cases.